Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another election prediction video. This time we have Joe Biden versus Donald Trump versus RFK Jr. So the reason I'm making this a separate video from my Biden v. Trump video is the Biden v. Trump video is a head-to-head. It pretty much excludes RFK Jr. because I'm assuming he'll lose like probably more than half his support by the time of the November elections. We're already kind of seeing him start to dip in the polls, I believe. We could even check that out here. Yep, so you could already see that noticeable dip here as we go on, and when they include RFK Jr., he's just continually losing support, pretty much as I anticipated here. So at first he started at a very high, like 20% or 19% margin. Now he's dipping below 15, and it's probably going to dip below 10, and then it's probably going to dip below 5 by October. So currently he's at about a 9% average in the poll. So I think it's relevant enough to include him in his own video, assuming he stays at like 9 or 10% as we go into this. So Kennedy, I would say mainly he hurts Biden and Trump. It depends on each state, I would say. More often than not, I think he actually helps Trump. Like he hurts Biden's margins in swing states, but there's a couple swing states where RFK actually hurts Trump or doesn't hurt Biden or Trump. So we'll get into that as we go on through the video. Let me just set up the safe state so far. Alaska would be safe red still, even with Kennedy on the ballot. I just don't think it'll go to ranked choice voting, so I still think Trump will take it by over 10 percentage points. But let's just get these states set up. Safe blue ones. Massachusetts remains safe blue still. Same with New York. I mean, we could take a look at the polls here to see if New York actually gets more competitive with Kennedy on the ballot, but I don't see it going below 10. Yeah, even with Kennedy on the ballot, Biden's still up by over 10 percentage points, and still not enough, even with the most latest Siena College poll. So it still remains safe blue. And those undecideds probably go to the Democrats in the state of New York because it's a safe blue state anyway. Okay, I think we could head right into this. So Colorado, there hasn't been a poll with RFK Jr. included, I believe, last time I checked. In Iowa and Ohio, RFK Jr. sometimes takes a point away from Trump in both of these states, but I still think it'll be safe red in both of these states here. In Texas, I believe RFK Jr. actually hurts Biden by a percentage point, so it's still a likely red state. Florida, on the other hand, I think it actually goes to safe red because of RFK Jr.'s influence here. I think he could hurt Biden by a couple percentage points in the state of Florida, probably hurting him among those more moderate independents, which RFK Jr. does better with. However, as you let those moderate independents know about RFK Jr.'s beliefs, we actually see those moderates get allocated back to Biden or leave RFK Jr. for Trump. So we just see that split up there. So RFK Jr. actually loses support once they actually know what he believes. Because I just think it's that Kennedy last name that actually brings up support for him in the first place. So once you actually know what policies he supports, we actually see him lose support in the polls. So let's keep on going with these next few states. New Mexico stays about the same. Same with Virginia. But let's see here. So Biden would be winning it by 8 normally, but RFK Jr. probably hurts Biden by a couple percentage points here, but it still remains a likely blue state. In North Carolina and Georgia, RFK Jr. actually pretty much really hurts Joe Biden in both these states. You'd even shift North Carolina from lean red to likely red, and Georgia from tilt R to lean R. So again, he hurts Biden more in these two swing states, just like in Florida. Typically in the southern states, I would say RFK Jr. probably hurts Biden more. In Arizona and Nevada, in the Sun Belt region, yeah, Trump actually does better in Nevada and Arizona with RFK on the polling position or on the ballot here, let's just say. So in the polls, he actually does better in Nevada with RFK Jr. included as an option, and in Arizona, just because with a higher third-party presence, it would probably hurt Biden here, and he would get more moderates away from Biden. And we also see a lot of people who dislike Trump and dislike Biden end up going to RFK Jr. here. It's one of his stronger states, and I could actually just show you how much better he polls in the state of Arizona here. He actually gets sometimes even to the 18% margin here, 13%. Yeah, this is one of his better polling states. He usually does better than the national average here. But overall, I would say he probably ends up hurting Biden more here just because there's a lot of Republicans who really dislike Trump in the state of Arizona that are like McCain Republicans. And if they dislike Biden, then they would end up voting for RFK here. So this would narrowly tip the election in Arizona in favor of Donald Trump with RFK, continually maintaining that 10% support nationwide, which I don't think is going to happen. I think he's probably going to end up going to below 5, probably like a 4.5% national vote total. That's what I currently anticipate for his path. In Nebraska's second, I would say it probably hurts Biden a bit here too, so diminishes it from a likely blue to lean blue. Maine and New Hampshire for sure, RFK Jr. being on the ballot or just being included as an option in the polls hurts Biden. So I'd put Maine down to lean blue, New Hampshire down to lean blue as well. Biden still nonetheless wins these states. Maine second, also, RFK Jr. would probably hurt Biden a bit in this congressional district as well. And we're down to 4 states: Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So in Minnesota, it's a bit mixed results here. Sometimes RFK Jr. actually hurts Trump a bit here in the state of Minnesota, as we've seen in a, well, this is a Republican internal, so take it with a grain of salt. But this Republican internal had Trump up here by 3 in the state of Minnesota. Well, it actually shows Trump losing support due to RFK Jr. being included as an option. So I would just say it probably doesn't hurt Trump either way in this state or hurts Biden. I would just keep it as a lean blue state still. Moving on to Wisconsin, it's a bit of an interesting case. Some polls have Trump losing support here. Some polls have Biden losing support here due to RFK. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. So I'd say they just kind of break even here, and it still remains as a tilt Republican state. So moving on to Michigan, more polls actually show RFK Jr. hurting Trump more than Biden here. So it's only like by a minuscule 1% average, though. And sometimes polls actually show RFK hurting Biden. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, like Wisconsin. So I would have this still remaining as a tilt blue state for my last prediction. And Pennsylvania, it's a mixed bag as well. Some polls actually show RFK Jr. taking more support away from Biden, and most polls actually show Trump getting hurt from RFK Jr. being on the ballot, though. You could take a look at the Emerson poll here. Trump would be up 4 in this scenario. But let's see. Trump is up 2. So actually, this is one poll that's favorable for Donald Trump. Let's see. Muhlenberg actually shows it as a tie when we include RFK Jr. as a candidate here. So again, it's another mixed bag. There's polls left and right here. So I think it would be about a break-even state. But I still think Biden's actually favored for my last prediction in Pennsylvania. So RFK Jr. really just hurts Trump and Biden equally in the state of Pennsylvania, like in Michigan and Wisconsin. So overall, with RFK being on the ballot or continually maintained, he will be on the ballot in most states. But what I'm trying to say is him maintaining his current support level at 9 or 10% nationwide, this is probably what the map would look like. So it would swing the election in favor of Trump just because of the change in Arizona. It's my last prediction I had in a head-to-head between Biden and Trump, Arizona going blue. But due to RFK, if he maintains that 10% support, it would actually swing the state of Arizona in favor of Donald Trump. So there's a few states where RFK actually helps Trump. It's probably more of a net positive for Trump that RFK maintains that current level of support, because you'd pull away that support in most states, more states than Joe Biden overall, especially in the southern states. But in the Rust Belt, it's a bit more mixed. But other than that, that's my current take on Biden v. Trump v. RFK Jr. If Kennedy maintains that level of support, which I doubt, but you never know in politics. That's why I'm making this video, just in case he does maintain that support. But let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, I highly recommend subscribing if you haven't already. And let me know down in the comments below what types of videos you want to see come out next, what types of predictions you want me to make. I'll make them in the future. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.